Saltzler Gaming. I'm going to be doing a quick overview of the cockpit of the F-18 Hornet. So first we're going to take a look down here. We'll get to the HUD later because we're going to show you a ground HUD and then when we take off. So the first thing, we'll start with these three panels. This is your left and right DDI. You can provide numerous different information on them. So right now the left one is set up to mirror exactly what's on the HUD, and the right one is the FCS panel. To change them while on the ground, you will see it says menu for the center button. In the air, it will have the time, but the center button still operates the menu. So you click through the menu here. This is your tag page, where we can bring up a map, copy of the HUD, our attack radar if we wanted to, and our stores. Can also go to the support menu. We've got a bunch of other options. We're going to keep this basic. So the FCS is what you saw over there. It's just an overview of your control panel. And we have how our engine is operating and the checklist. Stand by here. One other thing is we have the HSI, which will give us a compass view. And you can mirror the same thing over here. Set it up how you please. So for takeoff, it's always good to set it to having your HUD in case you have to look down, and your FCS to make sure that everything's working properly and it gets all your trim and all that. This dashboard in front of you here is where you can do your IFF, TACAN, ILS. The TACAN and the ILS are the two important ones for basic flight for navigation. TACAN will give you information on how to get to a certain runway or ship. ILS will give you the instrument landing systems for landing at night or on the carrier. To use that, all you would do is you would turn on, hit your TACAN button, it turns on, so your transmit receive, X, you clear it out. 71X is one of the carriers, so we'll just hit enter, TACAN, and you might have to click it a few times. Enter, okay, there it is, and it'll show it on. Alright, next screen. So we can look down, and if you want to get your control stick out of the way, you just click right here and it gets rid of it. So this next screen down here is your overview map. You can box certain things to show up on the HUD like the TACAN, and it'll show you where it is. Now this one I just put in a random TACAN number. I don't think the CV's out there. You can also set your course. So as an example, let's check what local we have around here. Let's see, we'll use this. Sakumi, their TACAN, they don't have one. Kutasi, their TACAN is 44X. And so let's go ahead and set it for 44X. So, TACAN, clear, clear, TACAN, clear, 44, it's on X, enter, and now it'll box us up and it'll show us on the HUD. We are 20 miles from it. Okay. So those are the three panels, just a brief overview of where you're seeing that information. You can also box waypoints and different things, but I'm not going to get too in-depth into that. Over here is your engine RPMs for your left and right engine. If you advance the throttles, you'll see them move up. Over here, your master arm switch, air to air, air to ground mode.
Mic off. Mic on.
Sorry, I didn't want to cough in your guys' ear anymore. Okay, your hook is here. So hook goes down, hook goes up. This folds and unfolds your wings. So that unlocks my wings. that will fold them up like that. And the opposite, that is a left click to fold them up. And we have right click, 2 right clicks folds them down. Alright, and we lock them in place with the mouse wheel. Alright, now if we look over here on the left side, you can see this is your throttle. You should have your HOTAS set up to that. This is your parking brake. You can see right here is your fuel probe. So if you need to extend, and you can see it right there, and retract, and right there. This is your canopy jettison, don't touch that. Your ejection seat handle, you can pull that if you need to. Now let's look here. Switching our altimeter from barometer to radar with a click. Alright, this is our radar warning. So our altitude warning. So we can set that for, so if we go below 400 feet, it'll go off. And let's see, over here you have a lot of your nav panels. And over here, nothing that I want to go over for a basic overview. A few other things to consider when you're on the carrier. If you have the super carrier, your launch bar is here to extend and retract. Alright. And your flap switch, let me see if I can zoom in there. So you have, right now it's at half, full, and auto. And you can jettison your stores. So that is a brief overview of some of the simple buttons that I've found are needed just to get started in DCS for the flying. Real quick, let's do the last thing. We'll go over the HUD. On the left-hand side, that is your airspeed, that is your altitude. So let's go ahead and do a quick takeoff. I'm going to talk about that. Sure, news wheel steering's on, our wings are out. Now that W symbol you're seeing, that's called the witch's hat. You'll only see that while the aircraft has its landing gear down. Same with that E bracket up there, that has to do with angle of attack. And what angle of attack is used is basically the nose angle of your aircraft to assist with landing. So let's go and speed this up a little bit. Alright, so once we get to the runway, I'm going to take off, gain some altitude, do a little bit more talking about the HUD, and that'll be it for the day. Alright, make sure we're lined up down the runway. Nope, got to adjust our mirrors so we look cool. Alright. Configuration's good to go. Let's go ahead and shut that. That's your master alarm. Shut and reset. Alright. Let's go ahead and level out so we can talk about this. What's going on here? Why are we news? Alright, just so we can talk about the HUD. On the HUD, you will see the ladder there, and as I go up, those solid marks means I am climbing. That little bar there, that's the horizon. And the negative hash marks means I'm going down. That bottom right you'll see is where the my tack in is, how far away I am from my destination. The box on the top right of the HUD is my altitude and my climb or descent rate, feet per minute. The left there is my speed. The 3 numbers below the speed, the top is my angle of attack. The second is my Mach number. And the third one is my G. Now, above the HUD, you'll see a compass wheel. Right now we are heading around 100 degrees. And on the bottom, those hash marks there with that little dash show our degrees of roll. Alright. So that's a basic overview of the Hornet cockpit and the HUD. Just a few different things that I picked up along the way. A couple of things I wish I knew right off the bat. So there's just a basic overview. I hope this helps any new players. I'm still learning, and as I keep learning, I'll keep uploading these videos. It's a beautiful game. It's so much fun to play, and I hope to see you guys out there. Salt Strike Gaming, signing off.